People are crazy. Seriously, crazy. Okay, so I figured you guys, I could just wrap some presents and you guys just hang out with me. Sounds like a good idea, you know? That's a Christmassy thing to do. Okay, so I got this wrapping paper for Char, PJ Mask, and then I got Avengers for Colby. So put this box, and then this box, and this box, and this box. I'm not going to show anything because I have little kids that like to watch this vlog also, and they are not going to see what they got for Christmas. And you guys have already seen some of the stuff I got for Charlie from Zulily, which is what one of this box on the bottom right here is. And then this is a new one that came. I actually had the mailman knock on my door Tuesday night 5 times. FedEx, UPS, the mailman twice. First he delivered with the regular mail, and then they came back at like 8 o'clock and delivered 2 more packages. So he's gonna get a nice present again this year. Everybody should, if you order a lot of packages and it's like you live somewhere where it's cold, where it's pretty much like any kind of inconvenience, you should for sure give your mailman a little treat. I just give him some like chocolate covered popcorn or something. Yeah, because that is not fun. That's not a fun job to be that person that has to, you have to get out when it's freaking, I mean, like most of the time it'd be manageable, tolerable, but when it's just like how it was on Tuesday here, where we had a snow day Monday, and then Tuesday, the reason why we had a snow day is because all of our streets are covered in ice, and even today, there's still streets covered in ice. So when you go past Colby's school, it's pretty clear, it's good, the road's good, but then the way their traffic plan is set up, which is, a traffic plan is what you have to, they'd like you to follow. It's if all the parents follow the traffic plan, then the traffic can run smoothly, so they prefer that you follow it. So, but according to the traffic plan, you go by in front of the school, and then there's a side street right here that loops around back to a main street. So we're supposed to go by the school and then take this side street to loop around. This side street is completely one big sheet of ice. So, yeah. So I feel for our mailman having to navigate through the ice with their little mail cars, and then also just having to get out. It's freaking cold, and our sidewalk wasn't shoveled yet, so he had to go through the snow. So it's just a big thing. Good guy, good man, good man. But anyway, so I got this from Target. This is 60 square feet, and it was $3. So they have a whole bunch of these character ones. Like I said, this one's PJ Mask, and then I'll show you guys Colby when I get it out. And then right above these little characters, they had these bows that are just perfect for Avenger colors and PJ Mask colors. It's just all green, red, and blue bows. So that's perfect. Yeah. Oh, let me tell you guys a story. Okay, so the story I'm about to tell you, I start telling a story, and then halfway through I start telling another story. Just bear with me, because I'll get back to the original story. And if you know me, you know that that's just what I do. That's just me. Yeah. Yep. So just bear with me. So, I'm not using Amazon anymore, and as you can see, both of these, this, Amazon, probably the last year, I myself have probably dropped at least $500, and that's not including me and my sister share an account with my mom. So it's my mom, my older sister, me, my younger sister, and then my youngest sister. All of us order from this Amazon account. So I can't even guess what the number of dollars that has been spent through Amazon this year, on top of the membership that you already paid that's over $100 a year. What is it, like $120 now or something? Ridiculous. So I got this little FNAF pig. It's from their new Lefties, I don't know. It's from their newest, the newest figures that they just came out with. So if you guys follow, or if your kids follow FNAF, it's from the newest series. It's a little animatronic pig. Anyway, it was $12.99, and Colby told me he didn't want those, so I got some from Target, and then the ones that Target didn't have, I had to buy on Amazon. So Colby tells me he doesn't want that for Christmas, and so I tell him, okay, well, I did get you those, but I'm gonna return them because it only makes sense to get things that you really want. I mean, we just don't need things laying around the house, you know. Because it only makes sense to get things that you really want. I mean, we just don't need things laying around the house, you know. When I returned the things to Target, so Target, the story in itself, so I went to Target to return the 3 figures that I had gotten, but the day before when I bought them, when I checked out, they weren't ringing up as a price tag. They weren't ringing up with a price. So somebody came over to help me from Target, and they asked me where I got them. I told them the area that I got them. The guy that went back there to look, he came back up and he said he wasn't able to find it. So I was like, okay, well, it's back there, but okay. Because there was one more on the shelf, and I even told them the exact figure. And what's funny is I went in okay, so I'm getting ahead of myself. Just freaking calm down, Kayla. So he came back up and he's like, oh, I couldn't find it or whatever. So I'm like, okay. And he says, I'll just enter in the price. Do you know how much they were? And I told him I thought they were like $11 or $12. He goes, I'll just ring it up for $11.99, which is what the price which is what the price was $11.99. So I was okay with that. So he entered in whatever codes he needed to enter in, rang them up, and I went on my way. After Colby told me he didn't want the figures, I went to return them back to Target. And when I went to return them, I didn't have my receipt, but as you know, the Target doesn't need your receipt to return it. All you need is the card that you purchased it with. So I had my card, they did all that, and they couldn't return it. They couldn't return it because of the way the guy ran it up. He rang it up as merchandise, but with no like item code or something, whatever, I don't know. I'm all heated, and I'm like, so I have to suffer now and not get a refund because of the way your employee rang it up, because rather than just doing it the correct way, he rang it up the easy way, and now I'm in this bind. And the guy's like, yep, pretty much that's what I'm saying, sorry, blah, 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 and that was it. Like, literally, he would not do anything else. He was just completely, like, just one of those answers that you just know you're not gonna go any further, that he's probably been in this situation before, and he's like the kind like, oh, I can handle this bad customer, so I'm gonna, bring the big guy out from out back. He's just a little guy, but little guy with big attitude, that's able to tell people no and just kind of brush it off and be done with it. So that's what he did. He told me I needed to have my actual receipt, and that's the only way they would be able to return it, period. So luckily for me, even though it was the next day, I kept my receipt. I just had to go home and get it, which was really annoying. So I ran home and got it, and I went back a couple hours later, and they were able to finally return them. So then that was all taken care of after jumping through hoops with those 3 characters. So the other 2 characters that I had ordered on Amazon, I canceled. One was able to cancel, the other one supposedly wasn't able to cancel and shipped. So that got here on Friday, and on Tuesday the following week, which was yesterday, I tried to return it. And when I went to return item, a little box just came up in like an orangish gold color that says this item is not eligible to be returned, which really upset me because they did not make it clear whatsoever. And I even re-clicked. You know what? Actually, let me just show you guys. I'm going to show you guys just right here. So this is where it is, and as you can see as I scroll through, there is no spot on here that says this can't be returned, that this item's not eligible for return, which I feel Amazon, in my opinion, you should have in bold letters, or even a whole separate like window, that when you start to check out, this window pops up that says, just so you're aware, the item you have in your cart is not eligible for return, and you even have to hit an OK. Because just like give me a freaking break. So that's that. I can't return it. I tried to call Amazon yesterday. I just can't. I don't have the patience to be able to talk to people on the phone really a lot of the times, because if I just feel like somebody doesn't care, then I completely shut down. So this guy was asking me all this information, and he kind of had a little bit of an attitude. I mean, he was trying his best to be helpful, but he did have a little bit of an attitude as far as me not knowing all of my mom's information right off the bat. I was like, I literally have her account open right in front of me, so anything you ask me, I'm going to have to look on the account and give it you, but I'm going to be able to give it to you. So okay, so we got to the question of the last 4 of her SOJ. After already doing all these other questions, I had to verify her email, I had to verify her address, just a couple other things, and then the last 4 of her SOJ was the last thing. I don't know that. At this point, I'm annoyed. I said, look, I understand you have to verify the information, but where I'm sitting is I just want to return this $13 action figure, and now I'm having to do all of this extra stuff in order to get it returned. I mean, I've spent how much money with you guys in the last year? You want to mess around with a $13 action figure when I myself, not my sisters, not my mom, have spent $500 at least at Amazon.com this year. Get out of here. Not going with Amazon anymore. Done. Done, 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 done. That is one thing I will not ever do again. So, that's my Amazon rant. That's my Target rant. Was not happy. These action figures are like cursed and like the worst thing ever. And the reason why it's not eligible for return isn't made clear. It just says this box, and the only thing you can click after, actually, let me show you guys. So I go to orders, click return this item, and there, the only thing I can do is click on the return policy, and as you can see when I click on the return policy, it says nothing. It just takes me to all of these lists. Like I'm just supposed to, like I don't have anything else to do. I'm just supposed to sit down and just read through all of these different things to see why Amazon, or I should say their third-party seller, but this is an Amazon Prime item. So this isn't something that's like a third-party seller that it's like you're out on your own. It's your own risk. No, this was Amazon Prime verified. Didn't make it clear it wasn't eligible for return, and now won't let me return it. No. No, 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 no. Doesn't want. And here's the thing, here's the funny thing about it. It doesn't matter if it was damaged. It doesn't matter if it didn't show up. It doesn't matter if, it doesn't matter what the reason is that you can't return it. You just can't return it. You get no option to even try and get it returned, which is just such crap to me. It'd be out $13. I can't give that to my kid for Christmas, and I still can't now. So now I got this freaking animatronic killing pig, this animatronic pig that kills kids, which is what FNAF is essentially. And what am I supposed to like give it to donate? Because last year the same thing happened where I had toys for Charlie, little girl toys for Charlie that I wasn't able to return because I missed the window to return them. So I donated them to Colby's school. They had a family in mind that wasn't going to be able to take them, so I was totally cool with that. This year though, however, I don't think I can give the animatronic killing pig to his school to be able to donate to somebody. That's very specific. It's the set, it's not part of the set, it's just.
Let me just sum this up for you. A kid would be very frightened if they received this as a Christmas gift. That wasn't expecting it.
Alright, so that's my Target rant, and that's my Amazon rant. Let's wrap some presents here. Hey, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button.